So today I want to talk about what is, why the men, always Western men, often get taken advantage of by mainland Chinese women. So you see, I've read one story where the guy said, he went to China and then he had some kind of relationship with a Chinese woman, and then he brought her back to the United States. And the problem then was that, before she was like really sweet, and then once she got into the United States, she, immediately very suddenly become very extremely bossy. And and he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it anymore. And he's like, why the heck did this girl become so bossy? It doesn't make sense, because when she was in China, she was like, all sweet and or smiley and stuff. So I want to talk about the reason why, and the reason is really down to the hypergamy and Confucianism. You see, hypergamy is that someone will always choose the better option. It happens in the red pill sphere, pretty much. The other thing is Confucianism. So Confucianism, they're good and bad, of course. The good side is it teaches people to be, always working hard or working towards something, and always get the next getting better, improving yourself. And that's why you see countries like in East Asia, a lot of countries are done very well because of Confucianism, part of it. But the bad thing is, it combined with hypergamy, is just gonna be a very dangerous combination, because you have philosophy where it teaches you, do this, become better, get a better guy, or be more bossy, be more aggressive, get that job, So to come back to the previous example, this guy, he brought this Chinese girl back to the United States, and he didn't think this would happen. But girl, when she went to the United States, she became more aggressive, more bossy, because the American culture is that you need to be like that to a certain, pretty much, right? Um, so a lot of people would ask, so why doesn't she do like that? Why isn't she bossy in China? Well, the answer is she cannot be, she can't afford to be bossy, because guess what? The society in China is pretty much, you are you are where you are, and there's not a lot of mobility. So say for example she's gonna be rude, guess what? She's just like, there's a tons of other options out there, maybe. And she doesn't have the assets, let's say, to behave like that. Whereas in the United States, she does, because now she's got assets to be like that. So it's not that she isn't like that, previously. And she's always been bossy person. You just have not met the bossy side when you were in China, in your sweet, how do you say, honeymoon phase, right? You're seeing the good side, because she can only be her good side, right? Can she be bossy to her parent? Of course not. You kidding me? And she's nice to you because she have to. Not that she's naturally like that. Okay, so another example I want to say is, the person is called Wendy Deng, I believe. So everybody should know her. Who's Wendy Deng? Is the woman who married Robert Murdoch, so the billionaire, right? So how did she get to that stage? No, if you think about it, the way how she got there wasn't, let's say, how to say this, it wasn't a pretty way, right? So let me tell you what happened. So, I mean, let's first say she's very much respected in China, even though she's done so many bad things to get there. But people still respect her in China because people respect success much more than morality, if you call that morality. So, how did she get there? She was in China, right? Just a regular Chinese girl, and then she got to the it was kind of some kind of university, I think. So she wanted to study something in United States, right? So she went and asked. She had to get money from somewhere, right? So she went then asked a couple, I think an older couple than her, that to sponsor her to go to United States. So I think that time was, what was it, like in the 80s? You needed someone to sponsor you to study over in America, and plus she doesn't have the money, so she asked this person, I forgot his name, the family, to sponsor her. So they sponsored her. They sponsored, paid everything, her flights, her studies. They even let her live in their house because accommodation is expensive and she doesn't have money. She's just a student. So then what happens is she then goes and breaks up this family and get along with this guy who actually helped, the family helped her to get to the United States, and she became together with this guy that sponsored her. So basically, if you think about it this way, the family has been betrayed. What do you think that woman, the wife, would feel like? That this new girl that you sponsored all the way from China, you paid her everything, and she came and steal the husband from you. What do you think? So how she got him, I'm not sure, but obviously, Americans, they love Chinese women, right? So she's probably really pretty at that time, I think. Like anyone would be tempted, because I don't know what exactly was happened, but the fact is, and she goes and married the guy, and then after she got the green card and everything, I believe she kicked the guy out or again. So, and then she goes on and on and on and on, and she go back to China, and then she worked for Phoenix TV, and then she met Rupert Murdoch, and then what happened with Rupert Murdoch, right? He couldn't take her, I think. She's what you typically call a tiger mom, and that kind of person is very often very successful in America, I would say, because it matches with the American culture of go-getter. You're pursuing success. You're always getting better. You're always climbing, and that she's climbed. She's climbed to the top of the world, pretty much, right? Rupert Murdoch, one of the richest men in the world. So yeah, so this is two examples of, and then you guys know what happened with Rupert Murdoch, and then so I guess people like that are very successful, but I personally wouldn't agree with what she did, especially the first family that helped her all the way to bring her to America.